please tell me a story.
Okay, who should it be about this time?
Shaam.
Perfect.
Once upon a time, Shaam was sitting outside feeling the sun on his face. The rays of light warmed his beak and created a cozy aura of heat in his feathers. His outdoor sunbathing was going splendidly until he felt a tickle on his nose. A fat little bumblebee crawled around his face, resting from its flight. Because Shaam is so small, this fat little bumblebee seemed quite a deal bigger to him than it would have to you or me. He jumped, and the bumblebee tumbled to the windowsill Shaam had been sitting on in the first place. Shaam watched the bee waddle around for a moment before it promptly flapped its wings and got back to work. No longer spooked by the bee, Shaam's shock turned into intrigue. He decided to follow the bee and figure out where it was going. The bumble bounced from flower to flower, and Shaam followed suit. Having nothing better to do than follow the bee's lead, he began to mimic its behavior. When he saw the bee pick at pollen, he did so as well. If the bee visited a flower, Shaam would too. Eventually, the bee caught on to the fact that they were being followed by a black bird. And being worried that Shaam was going to try and eat them, they dashed under the leaves to hide. Now, Shaam had been observing the bee very closely, so he knew exactly where they had gone. He made his way over to the hiding spot and squawked to say, "What are you doing under those leaves?" Now, bees don't understand bird noises, so they took the as a threatening battle cry. Unfortunately, this language barrier led to the threatened bumblebee poking their stinger right into Shaam's face. Shaam made a distressed squawking noise and flew away, thus ending his bumblebee classes for the day. That's when he came to me. I was in charge of doctoring his bee sting. Luckily, having grown up around bees, I knew just what to do. He told me all about the experience as I helped tone down the sting. Once he was all taken care of, he went back out to sunbathe some more. An itch on his face disrupted the sunbath once again. There in front of him was the bumblebee with a little flower in its hands, an apology for reacting so suddenly. Shaam raced into the house once more before reappearing with a spoonful of honey for the bumblebee.
Aw, that was such a sweet story.
I'm glad you think so. Now, let's get you to sleep. Good night.
Good night.